to the greatest hockey arena in the world. It's the Rivalry, White Bear Lake and Hill Murray boys hockey right here on the Horn. With Gabe Bartlett and Chad Olson, I'm Zach Halverson. Boys, we're back. We have people in the stands. It's a jam-packed TCO Sports Garden. We missed out on this last year, at least the regular season variety. Very limited attendance in the postseason, and now a jam-packed arena. That's what this rivalry is all about, Chad. We've been following this game since we were kids. I know, Gabe, you obviously have your experience as well. I want to start with you, Chad. What does this battle between White Bear Lake and Hill mean to you?
It's always an exciting game, no matter the records. You never know what's going to happen. So hopefully the Bears pull out a good effort. Even when they're usually the underdog, they usually give a really good effort and give the Hill Murray Pioneers a game.
Gabe, you got to see it from a unique perspective as a student manager for 4 years. You got to witness the highs and certainly the lows as well from at least the White Bear side of things. But one thing that was unique in your tenure was that they were able to have some success, particularly in the regular season, the Bears did. What were those wins like, and how are they different with that squad after the game compared to maybe other regular season wins?
Well, Hill was everything. You know, Sager would always say it. If we can win only one game the entire year, we'd beat Hill Murray. It was always the game that we had scheduled, and it was always the game right before Christmas, so everyone could go into the Christmas break with a good feeling. And, you know, all the guys, it was the week that everyone would get more hype, they'd get more into it, and after the win, everyone was a little bit more excited.
Yeah, you know, you look around here, the goosebumps start flowing. You get all sorts of former players here. We have Jake Brabennick joining the broadcast later on this evening. He's going to be talking to some of the former players that are in the crowd. That's always a fun thing, Chad. When we look around, we see down at the, behind the boards down there, there's some former player that, did very well against Hill Murray here or there. And we've already seen them just walking around here today.
Yeah, you never know who you're going to see. You're going to get the 20 grads. You could get grads from 30 years ago. They're all in the building for the rivalry.
I know one thing, too, that we will mention is this is technically the 11th anniversary, but with the fact that there was the COVID year, kind of a lost year, even though we did squeeze some games in, we weren't really able to truly celebrate the 10-year anniversary of that team that upset the White Bear or the Hill Murray Pioneers, #1 ranked team in the state, to go on to beat in triple overtime at the Coliseum. So I know there's some players from that team that we will hope to talk to this evening as well. It's always exciting to look back to it. It's always hard to believe, Chad, that was 10 years ago, or 11 years ago.
Our sophomore year of high school was 11 years ago. Can you believe that?
Our 10-year anniversary is coming up pretty soon. The reunion, anniversary, whatever. We are in our 10th season of coverage. I still don't know how the math works on that since we were senior. Whatever. Bottom line is we're happy to still be around. We've done many of these games, lucky enough to do many of these games, and obviously we've seen them plenty of times at Aldridge, both in the regular and postseason. But Gabe, when you look at when you were here for the games played here, you obviously had the unique perspective of being up here, running the camera, having to run down between periods. It's crowded. It feels very small here, especially compared to when they're playing at Aldridge.
Well, what's crazy is it was actually harder for me to run back and forth in Aldridge because everyone's walking up the stands and I had to go down. Here, nobody else can go down to the locker room, but, it's a great atmosphere in both areas. Aldridge always felt a little bit cooler, just the atmosphere was different, but in this arena too, jam-packed crowd, it's always fun at both arenas. This one, though, felt a little different since it was the home arena always.
Certainly, we've talked about it. We are very clearly not the biggest fans of this place, but it is our home rink. And there was talk when the Bears moved here, because obviously White Bear and Hill shared Aldridge for many, many years. And there was talk of, well, what are they going to do when they come here and when they play at a place with, I believe, I don't even know what it is now. I think it's got to be at least 2,400 less seats available here compared to Aldridge. And there was talk of, are they just going to keep playing it over at Aldridge when these two teams meet? And Coach Tim Sager was very adamant that this is our home barn, that when it is our turn to host this game, that we will host it here at, now it is known as TCO Sports Garden. Your guys' thoughts on the differences. Chad, I'll start with you. The differences between when it's played here, what it has meant to this rivalry compared to when it's played over at Aldridge.
I don't know. In my opinion, it always seems bigger when it's at Aldridge. We've had some good games here, but when we're at Aldridge, it always seems like it's the rivalry because that was our home arena before we came here. Here is still a good atmosphere, But like Gabe said, there's just something about Aldrich Arena.
Well, for me, really, the biggest thing is Aldridge is where the playoffs are as well, and White Bear Lake and Hill Murray meet a lot in the section championship. So during the season, it almost felt like a playoff game most of the time. And then when it's here, it's almost more like a primetime football game. It's a big game, but not quite the same as the playoffs. Both places are great, but Aldridge is just a little bit cooler of an atmosphere.
Well, tonight features a couple of teams that are in kind of a unique position right now. Hill Murray, made it to the state tournament last year. The last meeting between these two teams was that section final. Hill Murray dominated White Bear Lake 5-0 in that section final. And, of course, the insane ruling, the lack of any sort of compromise, any sort of understanding based on the situation. And believe me, I've never gone to bat as hard as I've batted for Hill Murray. That was insane, them not being allowed to play in the state tournament. Obviously, heartbreaking way for your season to end, Chad, but you'd have to think that adds a bit of a meaning to this season for them, as they will almost certainly want to get back, because I feel like unfinished business is the word for this season. For
sure. I was listening to the Youth Hockey Hub High School Hockey podcast. They had Dylan Godbout on last week or the week before, and they asked him that question, does it feel like unfinished business? And they said 100% we want to get back to the state tournament and defend their real state title.
Yeah, and certainly they would have had a run at it. That was, it was nice to have that state tournament, certainly, but definitely something was missing, and Bill Lechner and the Hill Murray Pioneers were missing greatly there. And you want to talk about just a constant from our childhood growing up, White Bear versus Hill Murray, Tim Sager versus Bill Lechner. We've always talked about our great respect for head coach Bill Lechner.
Yeah, Bill Lechner, great coach. We'd love to have him over here if he wasn't the Hill Murray coach.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, Gabe, you worked under head coach Tim Sager. Mm-hmm. What was it like working with him, and what does he bring to the table for the Bears?
Well, Sager, what he really promotes is he wants his guys to work hard. He wants them to do everything, but he really wants them to have fun. One of his famous sayings is, it's a business after high school, and that's true. After high school, it's all about money and recruiting and business. Sager wants them to have fun, and the way he sees them having the most fun is when they win, especially this game in particular. And Bill Lechner, I know Sager has a ton of respect for him, and Bill Lechner thinks the same way.
Yeah, it's fun watching those two down before the game, and that mutual respect. It's one of the charms of high school hockey in the state. Those longtime coaches. I know it was very weird to start the season here, Chad, without Mike Randolph behind the bench for the Duluth East Greyhounds. But again, we talk about constants, and this is one there. Bill Lechner and Tim Sager. The goaltending matchup tonight will feature Nick Erickson. He's back, Chad. He was very tough last year to get past, and obviously when you close out your season, way too early, I would argue, but when you close out your season with a shutout, that's a good way to go out.
Yep. Nick Erickson just continue on the tradition of very strong goaltending from the Hill Murray Pioneers. They got Remington Keppel before him, John Dugas, Tim Shaughnessy. They've always had a very strong goaltender for the Hill Murray Pioneers. That's one constant for the Pioneers.
On the other side of the ice, it's going to be Nick Petman, Gabe, and it's because Jackson Conan, they were sharing some time earlier in the year, but I think it's been very clear Conan is the bell cow. He's the main guy. Yeah. But Petman, certainly a serviceable backup in a situation that it's just unfortunate. Jackson Conan going down because of a off-ice injury in gym class.
Yeah, it was a very odd injury. It was a hand injury that the goalie coach White Bear told me he'll be back in about 5 weeks, so he's not going to miss the rest of his senior year. But unfortunate for White Bear now, although both goalies are very solid, Conan was definitely the better choice. It'll be interesting to see how Petman jumps in a really tough matchup against some really great Hill Murray players.
The rivalry, White Bear Lake and Hill Murray, doesn't get much better than this, folks. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be reading your comments throughout the evening. We'll bring Jake Bramanick into the fold a little bit later on, so be sure to stick around. We'll take a breather here, and when we come back, we'll drop the puck. White Bear, Hill Murray, the rivalry, 2021. It's back. It's a full arena, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Stick around. It's The Horn.
I'm Will Anderson. Graduated from White Bear Lake High School in 1991. Played hockey for the Bears for 3 years. I was lucky enough to go to the state tournament my sophomore and junior year. My thing at American Family is I believe that customer service is a lost art form. You can buy insurance from a number of different people and a number of different ways out there. If you're buying insurance online and you don't have a representative, I'd love to be that person. One of the things that makes us a little bit different is we always insure people the way we would want to be insured. So I start out with a very robust insurance package. I believe that your home is your number one asset. So you want to make sure that's very well protected. Most people would rather pay a little bit more to have great coverage. And that's what we do. We give people the options for great protection. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, but you can call us, text us at 612-361-7283. That's my cell phone, 612-361-7283, or willandersonagency.com.
Like this crowd couldn't really decide on that last lyric. On the other side of the ice, it was the home of the Pioneers. On this side of the ice, it is the home of the Bears, and we are in the Bears home rink, TCO Sports Garden, White Bear Lake in Hill Murray, the Rivalry. And wow, this is a heck of an atmosphere here, guys. Gabe Bartlett can be running the camera, be helping with some analysis as well. And of course, the O in the horn, Chad Olson, is with me. I'm the H, Zach Halverson. That sounds weird. I'm the H. Sounds, I don't know, inappropriate. It's not. The Halverson Olson Radio Network. We were never radio. We were never a network. But we're here for our 10th year, and I don't know how many games of this we've done. Certainly done at least 3 or 4 of these here at TCO Sports Garden. Done a few more. Hill Murray's been very gracious in allowing us to go do the games down there. And it's certainly, as we talked about in that little pregame, my goodness, this was sorely missed last year, Chad. It's nothing else like this.
Nothing like it. Glad to be back.
People continuing to file in. There's not a seat available. People are sitting in the. We're going to have to get Dave Wright in here to talk about sitting in the staircases. Fire marshal cannot be pleased. All right, here we go. A couple of players falling to the ice before the game even starts, and the officials they don't want to start the game like that. Guys, come on. It's not beginning like this. Big game. You can tell, Chad. I mean, that doesn't happen a lot. You can tell both these teams, even though Hill Murray obviously coming off of a 5-0 win over the Bears. They want this just as badly as the Bears, as we have a shot on goal. 10 seconds in, some pushing and shoving, and I'll tell you what, that's why they call it the rivalry, man.
That's for sure.
Good looking student section for both sides. A Christmas sweater theme for the Hill Murray Pioneers. Fits right in with their green color scheme. And then the Bears, their orange, I don't know if it's an orange out or whatever, but certainly, I don't know if there's a theme at all.
It is supposed to be orange out tonight.
It's supposed to be orange, and well, they must have had supply chain issues at the in the Fleet Farm hunting section. Not a lot of blaze orange over there today, but that's fine. Turnover 4, centering pass goes all the way back. A chance, a shot, loose in front, cleared out by the Bears, and a lot of pressure in the first 37 seconds of this one. 3 shots on goal in this game, and all 3 to the Hill Murray Pioneers, who have come out of the gates flying. They're not messing around here, Chad.
Not at all. That's what we expect from the Pioneers all game. The Bears are just going to have to weather their storm and hopefully get some shots on their own end.
Taking the drop, Brendan Bonin, the son of Brian Bonin, former White Bear Lake Bear. He did pretty well here.
Just a little bit.
Mr. Hockey Award winner in '92. won the Hobie Baker Award in '96 for the Golden Gophers, and is now watching his kid play for the Pioneers. Ed to Brute. Coming out of the zone of the Bears, they flip it to center. It's grabbed by Joseph Luger. Luger slides it forward here. It's poked along by Senden. Senden got it over for Bonin. Bonin played it back to center ice, and it's backhanded deep by Senden. Back to grab it for White Bear Lake. It's Joe Belisle. Belisle, the junior defenseman here, is immediately met, and the puck comes free. The Pioneers take over. Nice moves here, skating it down low is Mann. Mann lost it as he went behind the White Bear Lake goal. It'll be grabbed by Gallatin. Gallatin will flip it forward. Battle continues there. Charlie Olson trying to swat it out. The Pioneers, great forecheck so far as they cut across, and a shot taken and turned away by Petman going into the corner. Puck continues here through by Gruba. Back out to the blue line, and it's just kept in and fired down low. Great job by Lucas. Man, he's a forward, Chad. That was more of a defensive move, though, on that blue line, keeping that forecheck going. Mann has it here. Now that's Gruba. Turned over here to Grady Gallatin. He'll slide it forward, and the puck goes down the ice. And the only time, as we reach the 1 minute and 59 mark of the first period, the only time the puck has been in the Hill Murray side of the ice, it's been for an icing.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of that tonight.
Zach, I was going to mention one of the big names to watch tonight for Hill Murray is forward Dylan Godbout, number 17, has been committed to the University of Wisconsin since he was in 9th grade, and he is a Mr. Hockey candidate for sure this year. He's a name to watch tonight, a big goal-scoring threat.
Absolutely. Godbout, it was really weird the first year when you get these line charts and you see a logo next to a freshman. You're like, wow, what is this? As a hand goes up, and looks like we're going to get our first power play of the game, and it's going to go to Hill Murray as the puck is touched up here. And Chad, we were talking about last few years, especially discipline, a huge problem on White Bear Lake side, and rears its ugly head again heading to the box is Brady Borgstad.
Yeah, that is not what the Bears wanted to see. They've already given up a lot of pressure, and now the Pioneers going on the power play. Not a great start for the Bears, especially with Brady Borgstad, one of their best players in the box.
So big opportunity for this Hill Murray Pioneer power play, as they look like they've had a power play through the first 2.5 minutes of this one. A lot of zone control here, and that continues as Begley sends it down low. Axel Begley gets it back into the blue line, slides it to his right. Here's Gruba. Gruba to his right. The captain firing a shot. It's loose in front. Petman swallows it up, denying Dylan Godbout, the future Badger, a good look at that one.
Yeah, Dylan Godbout, he's just going to sit at the top of the circle in the power play. They're going to give him the puck, and whenever he has a clear lane, he's going to just fire it at the net, and he's a really good shooter. So you got to watch out for White Bear Lake. Also, I believe there are 2 captains at the point right now in this power play for Hill Murray on defense.
Godbout slides it back here to Gruba, now over to Begley. Begley back to Gruba at the top of the slide. He'll fire a quick snapper that Gallatin will play away. Bears able to get it down. Now they have a number short-handed down the ice up the left side, but a great defensive play dropping down and poking it away by Axel Begley. Back the other way come the Pioneers, trying to quick transition game as somehow a 3-on-1 was thwarted. Pioneers will try to set up shop here, minute 6 to go in the power play for Hill Murray. Down to the corner. Grabbed here by Madigan. He'll center one, goes all the way through. Stepping up was Begley, but the clearing attempt by White Bear Lake found its way into the White Bear Lake bench, and Chad, that's a rough break for White Bear.
Yeah, Coach Sager probably going to tell the boys, hey, stay back a little bit, especially on the penalty kill.
3-on-1. That was, I don't know if I've seen too many of those open up before, and then Begley dropping down and making
what a play.
But it certainly turned the momentum the other way if something happened there. Instead, we remain scoreless. Pioneers trying to change that here with the extra man. A shot turned away, found its way through. Petman able to direct it off his right pad, and into the corner it goes. And then trying a wraparound, and a good poke check put on by Aiden Akins. Flip that back to the blue line here. Hensler fires a shot. Petman tracks it down, gloves, and makes his 7th save of the hockey game, and just 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
His rebound control has been very good so far for the Bears. That's going to need to continue all night.
Half minute to go in the power play for Hill Murray. Brady Borgstad, the top right winger for the Bears in the box, and that's another issue too, is you don't want anybody taking a penalty, but you certainly don't want your top guy, especially in a game like this. Some nice moves here by Madigan. He'll fire a shot. It's blocked in front. Nice moves here by Akins as he played it to the outside. The Pioneers take over. In front, a shot by Bagley. Catches, I believe, a little piece of Petman as it goes to the corner. Bagley gets it back out high. Now it's Hensler to his right. Down low. Weak angle shot turned away. Borgstad out of the box, 5-on-5 here. As the Bears kill off a huge penalty early in this first period. Bagley, right side shot, missing the net high and wide. It bounces all the way back, and that will allow the Bears to get a fresh 5 out on the ice here at TCO Sports Garden. High off the glass, that'll go down for an icing, and a face-off now in the Hill Murray Pioneer zone for the first time all game, and it comes at the 4-minute and 53-second mark. The Bears still looking for their first shot on goal of the game, Gabe.
Yeah, they are really looking for the shot. I thought they were going to get one on the 3-on-1 opportunity, but they couldn't even get that. It was immediately shut down. So White Bear Lake maybe trying to get a quick scoring chance here off the faceoff, and Hill Murray immediately controls it.
With speed here up the left side, I should say, it's Sawyer Seidel. Got it just to the blue line. Bears poke it back the other way. Bagley will handle it. Goes cross ice, connecting on the right side with Sam Perry, who fires a shot high and over the glass, or into the glass, I should say. A lot of familiar names here on this on both rosters, but Sam Perry, saw Charlie here earlier. Back out to the blue line. Some nice moves put on by Gruba as he sends it down low. Still with it is Gruba. Gruba moving in, sends it through the crease. Nobody in the back door to put it away. Bears try to get it back, and they will get it back here. Corner to corner pass now sent up the right side. Connecting here with Hoover. Hoover got it to the red line, but it's turned over, and back the other way come the Pioneers. Some nice moves put on, but will not beat Devin Willett as he's able to poke the puck forward. Into the zone comes Borgstad, who fires a shot, misses it wide. Bounces all the way back. The official fell down to the ice, ended up kind of running into the body of Belisle, who will come back to grab it here. Belisle in the corner trying to go back to Gallatin. Instead, it's poked off his stick, and the Pioneers trying to get control of it once again. Down there battling is Lucas Mann for Hill Murray. Battle continues here. Back out to the blue line it goes. Luger fires a shot, goes right to the stick of Gallatin, who sends it to the corner. Now he'll go off the shelf. Kick forward here and carried along by Welch. He's got Borgstad to his right. Welch moving in to Borgstad, and it trickled off his stick. A bouncing puck goes down low, back to Welch. Now as the Bears try to keep a forecheck going for the first time all game. A shot finds its way through, but it hits a body in front, drops down, and it's skated out by Hensler. Hensler working his way through, goes to his right, a shot. Blocker save there for Petman. It trickles down to the corner. Now on its edge, it will clear to center. Now Tyler Bishop gains some speed, he'll move in. Bishop spins, curls to the outside, looking for options, finds one here in Olsen, who fires a shot off a shin pad, and it bounces to the corner. It'll be grabbed here by Aiden Akins. Akins sends it down low, stolen away by Bagley. Now worked up the left side here for Godbout. Godbout skated it forward, and now it's flipped up to center and cleared down the ice nicely by the Pioneers with 9:45 to go in the opening period. Bears will try to break it out immediately. They get it to the red line. It's stolen right back by Hill Murray. Leo Gruba gaining the line, sending it in. Petman stopping it behind there. Chase is on here. Pioneers steal it away. Dylan Godbout cycles it down low for Hardy. Nate Hardy had his pass intercepted by the Bears. It's flipped to center and now pushed right back deep into the White Bear Lake end. Back to grab it is Aiden Akins. He'll slide it to his left. And now works forward here for Kotzmacher. Kotzmacher from right side to left. Centers one, stolen back by Hill Murray. Pass intercepted right back by the Bears. It's taken by Nolan Rode, who'll shovel it deep into the Hill Murray end. Stolen right back, however, by Hardy. Hardy pass and cross, broken up by Rode. Into the zone come the Bears. Nolan Rode Handling it now in the corner, trying to center it out in front. Goes back out to the blue line. Winding and firing a shot is Gallatin. That misses the net, hits the back wall, bounces to the half wall, and then out to the blue line it goes. It's kicked to the right by Gallatin. He'll have help with Belial. Gallatin will jam it forward here. The Bears will get it back to the red line, but a big hit put on, and skating forward and into the zone comes Gruba. Gruba centers one. Kotzmacher seals away. Check that was Bishop. Now it's stolen back and fired off the glove of Petman. The rebound covered up by Petman. What a save. The first shot great. The second shot even better, but Petman stopped both.
Yeah, outstanding work by Petman there. Stood tall even with multiple Hill Murray shots. And Zach, I know it was a great save by Petman, but despite all this time, White Bear Lake still with no shots on net to this point. Hill Murray out shooting White Bear Lake 13-0 right now.
Face off in that White Bear Lake end, and it's a very tense first period. Certainly Hill dominating much of it, but they're starting to show some life here. Played out to Borgstad. Borgstad moves in. Sends one through just past the crease. It bounces back out high. Aikens tried to play it down low, and the Hill Murray Pioneers break it back out. Battle continued here. Bonin pushes it forward to Madigan. Madigan knocked off the puck. Bears will handle it here as they regroup in their own end. O'Brien slides it forward, and into the zone comes Kotzmacher, who fires a shot, and the Bears have their first shot on goal of the game. It comes at the 10-minute, or make that the 9-minute and 13-second mark of the first. Chad, can you check my White Bear math on that?
I think you're right.
Sounds about right. .47 to go, period numero uno. Shots on goal favor the Pioneers just barely, Chad. 13-1. We'll have to add the shots on goal counter to the graphics sometime soon, huh? Pioneers looking to break it out. Gallatin able to stop it for a moment, and it's kept in for a moment, but it's going to be Bagley who will skate it out, find some open ice, skates it from blue line to blue line, cuts to his left, fires a shot, and it's missed into the corner. Behind the goal. Grabbed by White Bear Lake, slid forward here, and back down into the zone come the Pioneers for a moment. Lost it at the blue line, gets it right back. Chance, left side, shot, save Petman, rebound, kick to the corner. These Pioneers, very sneaky, Chad. They kind of just come out of nowhere with their opportunities, and they've certainly kept Petman busy here for the first 10 minutes.
That's for sure. I've definitely noticed their speed so far. A very fast Hill Murray Pioneer team.
Shot, Petman diving out with the glove and stopping the puck once again. It's really not just the first shot that he's been impressive. I mean, I said it already, but I'll say it again. His rebound control and his ability to find that loose puck, very impressive here early on.
Yeah, Petman standing tall again. No matter what chance Hill Murray's throwing at him, he's making sure that there's no second chances, and even if there is, he's getting to it quickly.
Battle in front of the White Bear Lake bench. Taken around here by Ingebrigtsen. Stolen away by O'Brien. Pushed out to center to Luger. He'll slide it to Hensler, and Hensler will play it along, and into the zone comes Hill Murray for a moment. Knocked back out to center. This second line has been a force for White Bear Lake this season. 7 points for Olsen, 6 for Rode, and 6 for Kotzmacher. As a one-time shot goes wide, taken by the dangerous Dylan Godbout. Pioneers looking to regroup. Crossing the ice and sending it deep is Hensler. Bears play it out to center. Bagley will skate it back in. Cuts to his left, fires a shot, another blocker save. That blocker has been big so far for Petman. I don't know if was there some sort of scouting report, go blocker side?
There had to have been.
They are going blocker left and left. Back out here, chance for the Pioneers. It sneaks through, and again, finding it, A very awkward but controlled play by Petman. Tyler Bishop out of the zone with the puck. He'll cut all the way through, 85 feet by 200. Sends it in front, it's loose, and it's put on goal. And a save made there for Nick Erickson. Another try in front, backhanded on goal, turned away. And it'll be tracked down by Borgstad. He'll find Welch. Welch fires a shot, ramps off a stick, and goes to the
former
net
Winter hockey legends Jake Vaughn and Thomas Blaney. Tom, talk to us a little bit about the anticipation leading up to the Rivalry rivalry game.
Yeah, no, exactly. There's always anticipation, but we're at this game, you feel like you might not get some ball on. It's just another game. But to be alive, we said, we're not extra pumped up here this weekend with the rivalry game. So, with that being said, we just try to work hard, stay even feeling, as prepared as possible for the game.
Jake, not a lot of scoring chances so far in this game. Seems like the players are holding their sticks a little tight. What did it take for you to kind of loosen up and get in the flow of the game?
I'd say probably the getting hit or, being in right away. It's one of those things I try and get in the game right away. And, you hear the crowd and feed off that. And, I think that's one of those things that you just put the play for and, enjoy the moment.
Awesome. Zach, Chad, back to you.
Thank you very much. That's Jake Brabennick. He's roaming around for us and getting some good conversation with some former players here tonight. 4:39 to go, period one. And we are still scoreless. And the Bears, Chad was just saying before we went to Jake, had their first real good scoring opportunities here and chipping into that lead. Here's the Pioneers, though, trying to finish one. It goes off the glass and then push just off of a skate into the corner. Anthony Madigan has certainly been a standout. Number 7, very dangerous for Hill. He is knocking on the door all over the place, just can't get one past Petman.
He's kind of playing that Brock Bremer role for the Pioneers, just the short guy out there. Oh!
Chance shot, score! First blood for Joe Belisle. Bears lead 1-0. His second goal of the season for the junior. And that's hockey.
That was an amazing shot right there from Joe Belisle. Top of the circle on the weak side. Puts it top shelf. I don't think Erickson expected that shot to come. He didn't look like he was even ready for a shot on net. And Belisle puts it high and tight. And Hill Murray, who has dominated this period, shot 16-4. And White Bear Lake takes the lead.
It seemed relatively harmless, but wow, what a goal for the Bears. And now the Pioneers, I like to say they have an extra hop in their step, but they've had this extra hop in their step all period long. And they're going to do their best to try to answer as the Bears flip it back to center. Bagley, saucer pass to his right to Gruba. Gruba pushes it forward. Into the zone, it's Ingebretson, now to Godbout. Godbout fires a shot, just caught a piece of the outside of the shoulder of Petman. Another save for him. Godbout looks to center, curls the outside with it, flips it up to center, goes through the slot area. Kotzmacher, the receiver on that pass, as he flips it high in the air to center, gets on its edge, it bounces, it trickles in, icing waved off as Gruba will skate. He'll gain some speed behind his goal, and now he'll cut past his blue line, now past the White Bear Lake blue line, and into the zone come the Pioneers. A pass in front hits the stick of Petman. Bears able to clear it back to center. Handling it is Lucas Hensler. Hensler will look for options here, slides it forward, goes off the wall, and then it will be tracked down by Aiden Akins. Akins flips it off of a Pioneer. It's loose in just inside the blue line. That Pioneer that blocked that clearing attempt will dump it in. That's Gianni Hurley. Now in front, chance of the Pioneers. A shot blocked there, doesn't get to the goal, and it's played back out to center. Pioneers trying to take advantage of a White Bear Lake line change. Right side, diving effort, flipped out to center by O'Brien. Actually got to the blue line, but it's kept in. Great job at that blue line, but the Bears able to force it forward and out of the zone finally. Here's Nicky O'Brien. He'll bring it in offside. 2:20 to go in period number 1. It's a 1-0 lead for White Bear Lake. Shots on goal favor the Hill Murray Pioneers by 16-4.
That's what the Bears got to do, take advantage of their chances when they get them. They didn't take advantage of that 3-on-1 or the other odd man chance, but just a crazy shot from the circle beats Erickson.
Slid in deep by Madigan. Gallatin is harassed. Belisle, the lone goal scorer. Trying to thread it through, is able to get it out. Tyler Bishop. Nice moves here for Bishop. He'll move in. Bishop just misses. He found that corner, was looking at it, and could have exploited it, but it just missed high and wide. Bears showing more life here. Cutting across is Borgstad. Borgstad slides it over, but it's poked off his stick. Out to center, the puck was pushed to Hardy. Then O'Brien will gain the line and flip it in deep. Begley with the easy out. Slides it down the ice, and that'll go for an icing. With 84 seconds remaining in period number 1. First intermission on that, failing to mention it, the Pods Complete Car Care and Accessories scoreboard. We talked to Pods themselves. Be sure to stick around. Ryan Podus. Shot taken from the blue line. Blocked and covered by Erickson. O'Brien getting in on the action. He was dealing with, I don't know if it was an injury or an illness. He was out for games, but he's back. And it's always nice to see a senior now, Nicky O'Brien.
Always good to have one of your captains back.
Certainly one of the leaders on this squad. As the Pioneers with a nice clean breakout. Still in Godbout. Call him Dangerous Dylan, Chad.
Do they?
Well, we do. Because he's dangerous.
He is.
Swatted out by Charlie Olson. He ain't bad himself. And it's Hensler skating it back here with under a minute to go in period 1.
Gotta be careful there with that left arm.
Almost a hold. That would have been 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Oh, some nice tangle work there by Nate Hardy. Godbout on the left side tried to go back to Hardy, and they couldn't get a shot up. But here's Godbout again. His shot blocked by Joe Belisle, who got the lone goal in this first period so far, and he's got another nice shot block. Good two-way defenseman there, Jack.
That's for sure.
12 seconds to go. Belisle pushing it forward. Here's Bishop. 5 seconds. Drop pass. Borgstad with the shot. Takes a weird hop off the back wall. Pioneers were clear, and 1 goal was scored in the first 17 minutes, and it was by the White Bear Lake Bears. Joe Belisle, the difference so far after 17 minutes of play.
In that first half, the first period, one thing that I really noticed from Hill Murray, their defensemen, they get really aggressive. They love to step up and take chances, and it's generated a lot of goal-scoring opportunities. And Dylan Godbout, as expected, he was going to be a factor. But if you would have told me that if White Bear Lake was down by 11 shots in this period that they'd be up, I would have told you were crazy.
Chad, your thoughts?
Like Gabe said, Hill Murray dominated that first period, but all that matters is the score. Bears just kind of take advantage of the chances when they can get them, and hopefully hang on for a victory.
I want to encourage you as we head into the intermission to let your friends and family know about the Horn, and let them know we're all across White Bear Nation. Wanted to get that word out that we are broadcasting this game worldwide. Chad, believe it or not,
worldwide.
We stopped the geofencing.
Did we?
We go beyond Ramsey County now.
They allowed us to do that?
I guess so. It's a weird thing, but now we are able to go. It's the World Wide Web now, Chad. It's not just the Ramsey County web. So the Bears heading into this intermission again. I mean, you have to be happy if you're White Bear Lake, and not too discouraged if you're Hill Murray. Obviously, plenty of time left, but that was a start if you're White Bear Lake against a powerhouse like Hill Murray this season. That's exactly what you needed to do.
It was indeed exactly what they needed to do, and Hill Murray did almost everything they needed to do as well. They got a lot of good scoring opportunities. They generated a lot of offense, definitely more offense than White Bear did, especially at the beginning of the game. But Hill Murray, they really need to start being able to capitalize on these chances, otherwise they're going to be in for a tough time.
Have to be happy again, that we mentioned, if you're the Bears, and you certainly, as we certainly have to be happy if you're head coach Tim Sager, and we talk to him now. Jake Brabennick standing by.
What do you like from your squad?
We just need a little bit more energy. I don't think besides Edina, they're very quick forwards and stuff, so we can't let them transition quick. They get pucks in, we got to quickly get back and get pucks out. I just thought that we were a little light on our sticks. We neutralized a lot of puck bounces, more stops and starts, and be efficient with our shifts.
Great. Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck in the second.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
We'll take a break. We'll come back with more from TCO Sports Garden after this. It's White Bear Lake, the Rivalry on the Horn.
I'm Will Anderson, graduated from White Bear Lake High School in 1991. Played hockey for the Bears for 3 years. I was lucky enough to go to the state tournament my sophomore and junior year. My thing at American Family is I believe that customer service is a lost art form. You can buy insurance from a number of different people and a number of different ways out there. If you're buying insurance online and you don't have a representative, I'd love to be that person. One of the things that makes us a little bit different is we always insure people the way we would want to be insured. So I start out with a very robust insurance package. I believe that your home is your number one asset. So you want to make sure that's very well protected. Most people would rather pay a little bit more to have great coverage. And that's what we do. We give people the options for great protection. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, but you can call us, text us at 612-361-7283. That's my cell phone, 612-361-7283, or willandersonagency.com.
Back at TCO Sports Garden, the score is 1-0 in favor of White Bear Lake. Ryan Podawil is joining us now from Pod's Complete Car Care and Accessories, one of our newest and most awesomest sponsors. I don't know if awesomest is a word. I don't think it is, but it'll work. First of all, Ryan, thank you again so much for your support of the Horn. Tell me, first of all, about yourself. Obviously, a big White Bear guy. I have kids in the program. Big Bears fan. And obviously, you're having a business here. Tell us about Pods and what you guys do. Yeah, and I've heard nothing but good things. I know that I obviously work at the Fan, Chris Hockey, one of your customers as well, and he's actually when you guys reached out, I remember I was like, oh yeah, he's Chris Hockey with you guys, and he said nothing but great things with how you guys treated his very precious Dragon Wagon, as we affectionately call it. Really awesome band. I never thought that this Maple Grove guy would do so much business over here, but I mean that's really shows how great you guys, what a great job you guys do, because he's willing to come all the way from Maple Grove, and he barely likes to go to St. Louis Park in the morning. Is there anything? I mean, what do you do on a daily basis? Any like, what is your day in the life like? Talking with Ryan Podwells of Pods, Complete Car Care and Accessories, and Automotive. And what is your official name? I mean, I okay. Just want to make sure it's right. Pods are okay. Wow. I think I know how the name came about, but obviously. Right. And I mean, that was on the forefront. That was well before the iPod or anything, way before podcast. I mean, it really is kind of, I mean, if you guys ever do start a podcast, you could almost sue Apple for. You obviously are a supporter of us. You guys do support plenty of youth sports here in White Bear. Tell us about that.
That all went through the program. We had a lot of fun with that. Youth sports is part of White Bear Lake. It's always been, that. And even what you guys do here, this wouldn't be what it is without things like what you guys do. So on behalf of the community, we got to thank you, right? This is a big effort and a big production. Youth sports, again, it's getting the kids, giving them something to do, give them some activities and have some fun and grow up part of the same way we grew up as kids.
Now, for people out there looking, exactly wanting to support local businesses, wanting to support a great White Bear Lake business, where do they go for more information? How do they get a hold of you guys?
You can reach us at 651-426-4640. You get us on Facebook, of course, the Pods Complete Car Care. Website is podstire.com.
Podstire.com.
You got
and
it.
You can see it pretty much right at the top of our screen, the entire broadcast. So very easy to remember, and very awesome place. Ryan, thank you again so much for your support. Your family, just so awesome to hang out with you guys, and I just look forward to the rest of this winter and into the spring.
Sure.
Hopefully a good run here for these boys, huh?
Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank everything you guys are doing here. This is wonderful.
Ryan Podwell is joining us from Pods, Complete Car Care and Accessories, podstire.com. We'll take a quick breather and we'll drop the puck when we come back. It's White Bear Lake 1, Hill Murray 0 on the Rivalry on the Horn. Welcome back to the TCO Sports Garden. The score, White Bear Lake 1, Hill Murray 0, the Rivalry. And good to be here with Chad Olson and Gabe Bartlett. I'm Zach Helgerson. And, Joe Belisle with a sneaker from the, where was it exactly?
Like right at the top of the circle. I don't think Erickson saw it at all.
No, I don't think Erickson was expecting a shot at all, and especially when it come that high from a defenseman nonetheless. So
that is one that he would definitely want back.
Exactly. But nonetheless, 1-0 game. White Bear Lake, despite being down in shots 16-5, White Bear Lake up 1-0. Hill Murray going to come out playing with a little bit of passion right now, and they're going to be a little bit angry that they don't have this lead.
We're broadcasting, so yeah. Anyway, second period about to begin. Nicholas Petman getting ready to go. He has played phenomenal.
Yeah, he is.
So has Nick Erickson.
We haven't talked about it yet. These sweaters for the Bears got the orange shoulders, kind of throwing it back to those early 2000s teams we grew up with.
Absolutely. Just missing like the Mariner logo on the shoulder.
Yep. The Pioneers in their black business suits, like the North Dakota Fighting Hawks. I almost said the other name.
And here we go, back underway. Hill Murray and White Bear Lake on the horn. The Bears off the draw. Tyler Bishop getting in, and the Bears have a hop in their step here. Is this ice tilted?
It might be.
The north side. I mean, this is crazy. Our deflection in front. Nice job by Bishop getting it on goal. Better save made by Erickson.
You never know in the greatest hockey arena in the world.
And something we didn't mention, and it maybe was, kind of a factor at parts of this game, and a great job keeping that puck in, at least in the moment, by Aiden Akins. But this rink doesn't have this many bodies in it usually. Mm-hmm. And with that comes a lot of heat. And, the ice has been mostly good this year, but it's certainly showing that puck's bouncing a little bit more than usual.
One thing that didn't happen in that first period a lot that usually happens all the time is the net's coming off the moorings.
We've talked about that this year. Gabe and I certainly have made that observation. I don't know if they've done something to fix it. I certainly hope so. Here's Kotzmacher with an opportunity, doesn't get to the goal. Another try from Rode. It's a body in front, and it's cleared out to the blue line. Joe Belisle will flip it up in the air. Glove down by Rode. He'll play it on his backhand, skates in, fires a shot, gloved by Erickson. Much better start to this period for the Bears than their start to the first.
At White Bear Lake, like Tim Seigers said, they need a little bit more energy, a little bit more hop to their step, and it looks like whatever the intermission message was from Coach Seger is clearly working. White Bear Lake playing with a little bit more fire this period.
Off the draw shot there, a sneaky. Good opportunity, but Erickson gets that blocker up just in time. And the Pioneers now trying to get on the board. They get out in front. A shot finds his way all the way over the goal. Drop down here, big push, and then we jinxed it, Chad.
Yeah, we did. Wouldn't be the first time.
First net off the moorings of the game, which is, almost record time. The fact that we went an entire period without it.
Well, there wasn't always a ton of action in that end of the zone in the first period. White Bear Lake with only, I believe, 5 shots in that first period, so
that's a
Erickson didn't really have to hit the post very much to make any saves.
The Bears nearly matching their entire 17-minute total in the first couple of minutes of this one as it escapes the zone, and hopefully everybody is okay over there.
We're good. Throws it back on the ice. You got to keep that souvenir.
We've talked about this. In fact, we had one up in St. Cloud nearly kill Zach Chapman.
Did you?
It went out. It went past him, and then the officials came over. And that when the official looks over at you, you're like,
yeah,
I guess. We wanted to keep it for a souvenir.
There's probably a supply chain shortage.
There might be. What's the Czechoslovakia economy going right now? I think that's where they make these, right? I think it's Slovakia now. I don't know what the.
And it's not the Czech Republic anymore.
Not a,
according to the IIHF.
Czechia or something now?
Yeah.
Big geopolitics guys here on the horn. I'm sorry.
If anybody knows, put it in the chat.
Tyler Bishop maneuvering his way through, lost it as he entered the zone. Bears.
I think that came out.
Yeah, it did just come out, but the Bears will get control of it again and backhanded deep, and big dump in there for the Bears, being able to get some fresh skaters out there at this long second period change. Here's Olsen. Olsen with a chance here. Slashed briefly, gets it back, sends it through the crease and wide of the Hill Murray goals. This one goes up in the air, and we almost got a souvenir, Chad.
That was so close.
That really was. I should have jumped out there and caught it.
Falling over the railing. We'll probably jinx this one too, but besides that one penalty early on for the Bears, it's been a fairly clean game.
Very clean. We'll see if they get any power play opportunities in this second period. They didn't get one at all in the first. Just one lone penalty, Brady Borgstad. Pioneers very patient. Here's a chance for Godbout. Godbout shot, score.
And that was the name we've been talking about, Dylan Godbout, a potential Mr. Hockey finalist. And there he is. He gets an open shot with no one in between. No one between him and the net, puts it low stick side on Petman. No chance for Petman there.
You can't turn it over to anybody on the Hill Murray Pioneers, really, but if you're going to turn it over, the one guy you really don't want to turn it over to at that part of the ice is Dylan Godbout. He comes down and he puts it in and ties it up at one, which is a little discouraging if you're White Bear Lake after the start to this period that they had, as the Pioneers will ice it. The Bears just came out flying, and it was Hill Murray who scored, which kind of is the opposite of what happened in the first period with the Pioneers coming out flying and the Bears the lone goal scoring team.
It's very true. White Bear Lake started off a little bit sluggish in the first period. Hill Murray they just couldn't finish. Complete opposite in this period. And there's something about the number 7 at Hill Murray. It just always seems to be a great player that has a 7 in their name.
Absolutely. Nick Pierre.
Charlie Strobel.
Tyler Zapita.
Yeah. Chance in front from our own number 7. Couldn't get a stick on it. That was Devin Willett. The Bears will dump it back in on goal and struck it off the blocker to the corner. Back out to O'Brien, who fires a shot that's gloved and covered by Erickson. There's a rising slapper from the blue line. But you love the response from White Bear Lake, Chad. Very composed team
in
this one, and we haven't always seen that over the years.
That's for sure. We've seen it in the past. When Hill Murray gets one, the floodgates kind of open. So like you said, a great response for the Bears so far.
Top line back out there for the Bears. But it's Hill Murray who wins the faceoff. They get it out to center. O'Brien returns it deep into the Hill Murray end. Luger slid over to Hensler. Hensler flips it forward, connecting with Godbout, who carries it through neutral ice, moving it in. It's Godbout with speed, backhander. He flies into the goal. And I don't know if there's a morning on earth, Chad, that would have kept the goal on its pings there.
That's for sure. Dylan Godbout has come out on another level in this second period. He's showing why he's a captain and really carrying this Pioneers at the start of this period.
Chad, the Bears have doubled their shot total that they had in the first period, up to 10. Problem is the Pioneers have, well, can't really say double, but they've gotten on the board as well, and it's a tie game. See if the Bears can find a way to crack Erickson once again. Flip forward here, battle at the blue line. swatted forward to Olsen. Olsen fires a shot that's gloved by Erickson, and the Bears will crash the net hard, and that's kind of the strategy you have to have at this point. It worked out well with Belisle. He got lucky, got a nice shot that found its way past Erickson there, just trying to maybe get a rebound, get something going here.
A little chirping going between Erickson and Charlie Olsen after that freeze. You love to see it.
Off the draw, I rarely see a face-off go up in the air so high like that as the Pioneers work their way down the ice. And a penalty drawn here by Hill Murray. Bears headed back on the penalty kill. Erickson finally becoming aware of it. And the Bears will touch it up, and not what the Bears wanted to happen there, as it was a great effort by Hardy, forcing the puck down the ice and using his speed and forcing Brady Gallatin to take a penalty. And another power play for Hill Murray. They are 0 for 1 on the evening. Bears, we joked about it with Gabe and I. The fact is, Bears penalty kill has had a lot of practice this year.
No surprise there, right?
They're 0 for it's their 33rd, 37th kill total. And they've killed 33 of those off, so.
They got the practice.
Practice makes perfect. The Bears hoping to continue perfection here. They had a brief 3-on-1 that was thwarted by Bagley, and now a great job by Tyler Bishop. I don't think he was trying to spray the goaltender. He was just, very, just kind of full on taking it to 11, heading into the goal.
So he kind of stuck his arms up like, hey, I didn't do anything, sort of like a corner in football when they make an obvious holding penalty. He put his arms up, didn't want to show anything, and didn't want to make it seem like that he took a penalty right there.
Up the ice, the Pioneers trying to get something going. It's been a rough 45 seconds, but still plenty of time to put some pressure on and get a lead. Chance in front, the shot turned away, rebound, skied into the air and into the netting. Good look for the Pioneers. Chad, they just couldn't finish.
Yeah, that was a crazy bounce after that. And the faceoff comes out of the zone.
Shots on goal now 18-12, and the faceoff will come out of the zone, as you mentioned.
Somehow a minute has not gone by on this power play. It seems like
crazy.
Forever.
Time slowing down a little bit here. Halfway through this power play, big face-off win for the Bears. A kill off another 10-15 seconds. This one is Hill Murray returns into the zone. Madigan left side fires a shot. It hit a stick in front, went wide of the goal, bounced off the back wall. Bears steal it away, and it's Charlie Olsen who'll send it down the ice. Erickson slid to his left to Bagley. Bagley shakes off Olsen. They'll go forward to Madigan. Madigan once again into the zone. Put on the brakes, goes back to Bagley. Bagley over to Gruba. Gruba fires a shot, missing. Looking for a tip or a deflection, couldn't get it. Here's Godbout to the back door, and Engebretson couldn't get a stick on it. He'll get it back. He'll find Godbout on the other back door. Should we call it the front door? But he couldn't finish, and then a pass to the blue line to Gruba. He'll fire a shot, bounced in front. Ricochets back to the blue line. Bears can't clear. Bagley fires a shot. Full strength is White Bear Lake, but the Pioneers still pressing, and it's cleared, and into the crowd the puck goes with 10-12 remaining in period number 2, and another big penalty kill for White Bear Lake as we send it down to Jake Brabening. I thought you had somebody, Jake. I'm sorry. It sounded like you had somebody.
No, we were going to go chat with someone down in the corner.
Down there. I thought you were pointing. It's okay. Well, good to have you, Jake. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Sounds good, Zach.
Great communication.
Great.
We should have called it the Corn for the Communication Olsen Radio Network. Pioneers stopped once again with the man advantage. They'll look to keep that pressure going. They were knocking on that White Bear Lake door. Just couldn't get it past Petman. Here's Hensler. And a power play, apparently.
Nope,
It's,
5 on 5.
5 on 5, okay. See, while we were dealing with the Brabenick kerfuffle.
I didn't even notice that.
I didn't even notice that. So we'll get you the players involved in a moment, but the Bears pressing here, spinning and firing a shot by his Brady Borgstad, making the save as Erickson. And on one side, Chad, this is a big coincidental minor. It's about as big as they go. You got the lone goal scorer from the game, Joe Belisle, or for the Bears, I should say.
Yep.
In the box, along with Dylan Godbout. We got people yelling at us. Off the draw, a shot and a save for Erickson, denying Charlie Olson. And Olson and Rode and Kotzmacher, we mentioned it before. I'll mention it again. This is a fun line to watch for White Bear Lake. They have been electric this year.
The road wearing number 9 is always going to be electric.
Of course, Leighton in the building as the Pioneers test Petman, and he will pass that test as the puck is cleared out to center. Bagley will skate it behind his goal. He'll blaze by Road and gain the line and dump it deep. Petman gets the stick down and stops that. Get forward to Bishop. Now worked along for Hinder. Back behind. Olson pokes it forward on the trail end of a shift, and it's pickpocketed nicely by Mann. Mann lost it at the red line. It's flipped up in the air. Bears trying to get a change, a much needed change. Pioneers recognizing that, trying for the long pass. They can't connect, and it goes for an icing. One of those plays you kind of, you'll go back and forth on, Chad, and you want to try for the long pass, try to spring your guy forward, but if you don't connect, it's a quick way to get an icing, and then your opponent gets to finish that change.
That's for sure. One thing that makes it a little easier in high school is that everybody's allowed to change, so it's not like
nice.
NHL where you're going to get stuck on the ice.
Definitely a big difference. As the Pioneers win a big draw, trying to clear. Bouncing puck corralled by Borgstad. He'll send it down low. Aiden Welch grabs it for White Bear. Welch skating into the blue line. All the way around is Aiden Welch. He'll slide it to his right, gets it right back. Now goes right back to Aikens. Aiden to Aiden. We've seen a lot of these passes this year. And out to the blue line, it was O'Brien for a moment. Knocked off his stick. Bishop trying to help out for White Bear Lake as the puck is poked free. And then a penalty called on White Bear Lake. The Bears wanted one in front of their bench on O'Brien as O'Brien was tripped up. And O'Brien is not happy about it. He is talking to the official, and it'll be the third power play of the game for Hill Murray. And Chad, I don't know. I mean, we couldn't get it. We didn't have a good shot or a good look at it. Tim Sager, the head coach for White Bear Lake, had a much better look at it than we did, and he is not happy either.
Unfortunately, I did not see it. I was sending out a tweet, get the viewers in, but
right.
The Bears are playing with fire with taking this win of penalties.
Well, I can't really blame them for this because it started by O'Brien getting brought down. The puck came free, and it was, really not much of a choice for
one of those
Gallatin.
you got to take.
And Madigan, certainly dangerous. And the puck in a dangerous zone. Now the third power play of the game, and it's hard to believe, Chad, the Pioneers will go 3 power plays without getting something, and they send one out in front. Godbout trying to get a handle on it as the puck was poked up in the air. Godbout getting it back. Hill Murray, quick work there, getting a new stick out to Gruba.
They even switched 2 sticks on the bench. They gave him one, and then he didn't like that one, took another one. That one's pretty loose. It might break here.
In a dangerous position here as a shot is blocked by the Bears. Good look and a good clear. Joe Belisle And the Pioneers will send the stick to the outside, but it was in a really tough spot for Hill Murray as well.
Yeah.
As it's Bagley will send it forward with 1 minute and 9 seconds to go, and the power play. Madigan curling to the outside. Opens up some ice, gets it back to Bagley, who fires a shot, hits a body in front, trickles to the corner. Godbout kicking it down low, trying to keep with it, but Gallatin getting in the way of that one. He'll fire it around the wall. By the way, Aiden Aikens in the box, not Gallatin. And now a broken stick, 2-on-1 broken stick as the Bears work it down. Olsen to Rode, but Rode couldn't corral it, but he gets it right back. Rode moving in, fires a shot that hits a body in front and it bounces down. Bagley able to clear. A couple of very awkward, great opportunities for the Bears, but they don't get anything from it. And on the other side of the ice, it's Petman making a great glove save on the Pioneers with 26 seconds to go on the power play.
I brought it up as soon as Gruba grabbed that new stick. You could tell he was testing it out. He didn't like it, and sure enough, not too much longer, it broke.
Yeah, Gruba breaks 2 sticks on the same shift.
It's a $600 shift.
Yeah.
By Gruba. Yikes. Pure Hockey very happy, or Strauss or whoever.
Yep.
They're about to sell some more composite, or whatever they're made of nowadays. Bears clear it down the ice. The bouncing puck will be gloved by Erickson. And not only do you get the good dump by the Bears, Chad, you get it on goal and you force Erickson to make a save.
They've done that a few times here this game on the penalty kill.
16 seconds we mentioned to go on the power play for Hill Murray. Face off in that Pioneer end, and it's won by Hill Murray. They got chance for or time for maybe one last rush up the ice. 5.5 to go in period 2 on the Pods Complete Car Care and Accessories scoreboard. Up the ice on the right side. Big hit put on Bonin as he pushes it to the corner. Bears are full strength. Borgstad comes back on the ice. A shot blocked out in front. Goes back behind the goal. It's grabbed by Hill Murray. Reversing direction back and forth. It's Hardy. Hardy forced into the boards. Now Bonin with it. To the blue line. Grabbed by Hensler. Hensler lost it. Bears able to poke it back out to center. Pioneers look to regroup. Luger sends it forward. Bears swatted back. Here's a chance for White Bear Lake moving in. Unable to pull the trigger there was Welch. He'll continue the play, however, to Borgstad. Borgstad shakes the defender, has some open ice in the corner, goes back out high. A chance for Belisle, missing the net, takes a hard bounce off the back wall. O'Brien will handle it. He'll go off the glass behind the goal. Now White Bear continues the pressure. Borgstad with a weak angle shot hits the side of the cage. Now Belisle stepping up for White Bear Lake. Coming out with it is Welch. Now in front. Shot Bishop. Save. Rebound on its edge. Still loose in the slot. And finally the Pioneers will grab it and send it down the ice. 4 minutes, 18 seconds to go on the Pods Complete Car Care and Accessories scoreboard. It's tied 1-1. And some great opportunities there, Gabe, for White Bear Lake as they're gaining some momentum off their 3rd penalty kill of the hockey game.
Yeah, White Bear Lake, I mean, the last few games it's been the 4th penalty kill that they've given up a goal, not the 3rd. So it's 4 times the charm. But yeah, they finally managed to get some consistent time in the zone. Maybe they can continue that momentum with this shift here and maybe put another puck in the back of the net.
Off the glass to center. And puck dumped in. Battle continues here. And then turn back. Bagley will dump it in deep. Bears will retreat. We'll head down to Jake Brabennick now. He's got somebody. We'll see who it is.
I'm here with White Bear Lake hockey legend Wyatt Newpower. Wyatt, as a former captain of the team, tell me about the message to your team. What were you trying to get across?
Just to have fun. It's I told him I played a lot of hockey in my life now, up to this point in a lot of cool places, different situations. But I told him nothing compares to the game against Hill Murray wearing the White Bear jersey, playing with your best friends that you've grown up playing with your whole life. I was never fortunate enough to meet him in my career here, so I told him it's always. I'm always very grateful to be able to come home to watch the guys that are playing that year in hopes that they get a win, because a win for those guys feels like a win for all White Bear alumni. So just to go out, have fun, just play hard and play fast, and just try to play with your teammates and have the best game you can possibly have.
And now you're playing with the big boys. You're a pro hockey player now. Tell me how that's going.
It's a lot of fun. It's a good experience. Obviously, been a little different with the recent way that things have been working with the league in the last couple of years, but it's a great experience. The game just keeps evolving, and you keep learning. It's just something that it's kind of a reward for everything you've done in the past 15 years, but it's also a lot of motivation to keep on going and keep getting to that level and keep fighting for that level.
Sweet. Wyatt, thanks a lot. Zach, Chad, back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Jake. Wyatt Newpower. Hopefully we'll get some time in the big league very, very soon as the Bears able to clear it to center. Some action there, Chad.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth action right there.
Pioneers working their way in. They'll try to get it past Petman, and they get it past everything, including Petman. And into the zone now comes Bishop. Right side, fires a shot that hits a stick, bounces to the corner. Borgstad hard off the back wall. It's one thing we've seen maybe all season, but more in particular, those back wall hops are lively as another opportunity.
Right there.
A shot turned away again by Petman. Pioneers get it back, and I don't know what the Pioneers have to do at this point to get a penalty. It's not been egregious, I would say, but there's been some moments that they're like, come on. I mean, wouldn't hurt. Hill Murray working down the ice under 2 minutes to go in period number 2. Behind the net it goes. Nolan Road sending it forward for the Bears. They got it to the blue line. Pioneers do a great job of keeping it in, and we asked, and we got it. Sorry, Pioneers fans. But Gianni Hurley heading to the box. The senior, you see what it was for?
I did not know.
Thanks for looking.
I think it was a hook.
What was the question?
Hooking?
Yes, it was hooking.
Thank you.
And now we're going to get to see the White Bear Lake Classic umbrella power play. Guy at the point, 2 guys at the top of the circle, 1 out in front and 1 behind the net, shaped like an umbrella. This is the power play Tim Sager has used his entire time as a head coach.
90 seconds to go. There'll be about 24 seconds of penalty that will carry over to the third. The Bears would rather not carry any of it over. But they will have the puck here at neutral ice. It's grabbed by Nolan Road and skated in. Road cutting to his left, fires a shot, ramps off of Bagley's stick, and it goes into the netting, and 1:12 to go. Period 2. We'll see a draw in front of Nick Erickson.
Bears power play rolling at 25% coming in this game. Okay power play. Hopefully add to it here.
Another big face-off win for Hill Murray, and hard to get anything going on the power play if you don't start with a face-off win.
Yep.
Alex Westad, public address announcer here, TCO Sports Garden, giving the minute to go announcement as the Bears enter the zone. Back out high. Here's Gallatin to his right, gets it back. Top of that umbrella, a shot. Save Erickson, the rebound, and 2 guys swarmed Brady Borgstad, and just felt a little uncalled for there. What do you think, Chad? I mean, he didn't really jam at Erickson, and then the puck was loose.
I see you standing up for your goalie, but that was a little aggressive. You got to be lucky not to get a penalty.
And in a game like this, I don't know if they'll call probably anything like that, but
no,
that's to me a bit of an overreaction by the Pioneers. 44.1 to go, and again, this penalty will carry over the third. The Bears would rather not let that happen here. It's given over to Gallatin, out high for O'Brien. O'Brien shot gloved by Erickson.
Bears are finally able to win a face-off on this power play, and nice shot there by Nicky O'Brien. Kind of hope for something lower to try to get a rebound.
I was just going to say, you can't really do much with that in front of the goal, and Borgstad was trying to get some sort of deflection, but it was in a bad area for that, and Erickson makes, hate to say, easy glove save. As easy as a save could be made there, killing off a penalty. 22 seconds to go in the middle frame. Bears work the puck up the ice. Into the zone they go. Welch with the shot. That's turned away. Loose in front. Blockered back. O'Brien stepping up, and they play, but it'll be cleared down the ice by the Pioneers, and that will pretty much do it here. As it'll be 24 seconds of power play for the Bears to start the third, but through 2 periods of play, 1-1 is the score, and what a hockey game this has been through 34 minutes, Gabe Bartlett.
Yeah, it's been really interesting. Whichever team has outshot the other team in the period has actually scored less goals. At the end of the first period, White Bear Lake had significantly less shots, and they had the lead 1-0. This period, White Bear Lake more shots than Hill Murray, and Hill Murray tied it up. It hasn't been as much about the chances. It's just capitalizing on those little mistakes by the other team. Dylan Godbout had a clean one-on-one, and he had a great shot, so both teams need to maximize each chance that they get.
It has been a weird atmosphere here, obviously a tense one, and I think the crowd's a little stunned. I mean, it's let's just call a spade here. This was Hill Murray with how good they have been this season so far. Probably wanting more, and certainly after that first period, it looked like the Pioneers were going to dominate this one. That first part of that period, they were looking to dominate, and instead, we look at the shots, Gabe. 25-20. They were 16-5 after one, so just 9 shots for Hill Murray and 15 White Bear Mass shots for White Bear Lake. That's a heck of a second period, even though the Bears did give up a goal.
Yeah, it was a really good period. It was exactly the type of period that Tim Sager wanted to see, and I think we're going to an interview
let's
now.
head down to Jake Brabennick. He's with head coach Bill Lechner of Hill Murray.
Coach, big game time goal for one of your senior forwards that period. What have you liked out of your veteran group so far?
Well, when they just calm down and play the game and move their feet and do our system, they're doing well. And being in a close game against White Bear and the crowd and everything, sometimes they get off their team game and kind of go into stuff a little bit. But hopefully, the third period they'll play as a team and keep their feet moving and see what happens.
Yeah, you said it. Another close game with White Bear Lake, another year. What's going to be the message to your team going into the third period?
Well, obviously, it's 1-1 tie, so whoever wins the period wins the game. So, it's a Christmas game. You can sit and say it doesn't mean a lot, but it does. It's White Bear, it's Illinois, it's Christmas, it's section representation. So, it'll be a good period. We'll see what happens.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Merry Christmas. Guys, we're going to take a quick break. Join us for the third period. It's 1-1, White Bear Lake, Hill Murray, the rivalry. Be back right after this.
I'm Will Anderson. I was graduated from White Bear Lake High School in 1991. Played hockey for the Bears for 3 years. I was lucky enough to go to the state tournament my sophomore and junior year. My thing at American Family is I believe that customer service is a lost art form. You can buy insurance from a number of different people and a number of different ways out there. If you're buying insurance online and you don't have a representative, I'd love to be that person. One of the things that makes us a little bit different is we always insure people the way we would want to be insured. So I start out with a very robust insurance package. I believe that your home is your number one asset. So you want to make sure that's very well protected. Most people would rather pay a little bit more to have great coverage. And that's what we do. We give people the options for great protection. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, but you can call us, text us at 612-361-7283. That's my cell phone, 612-361-7283, or WillAndersonAgency.com.
Back here from TCO Sports Garden in Vadnais Heights, Minnesota. White Bear Lake leading tied with Hill Murray 1-1. Still in first intermission mode. It's the second intermission now, and it's brought to you by Will Anderson and American Family Insurance. WillAndersonAgency.com. Joined now with Bob Peranto, the former White Bear Lake goaltender. And Bob, we were talking a little bit before the game about the situation that we had here. White Bear Lake losing one of their key guys, Jackson Conan, to an injury. Nicholas Petman stepping up here, having to play in the biggest game of the regular season. And you look at the scoreboard, 1 goal on 25 shots. From a goaltending perspective, I don't know anything about goaltending. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah. Coming into a packed building like this, the crowd's here, the student section's packed.
anytime a big game you got going on and, you can come out here and have the team rely on you in a big game like this is always a huge confidence builder. And, having the guys at least rely on you in these big situations is huge. So,
what is it like, as a goaltender, especially any position, but a goaltender especially, to play as a White Bear Lake Bear against the Hill Murray Pioneers?
I played against them 3 times. Every time you're ready. It's a game you don't even have to try to get up for. You're always ready to go, and you hate these guys and they hate us, and just building off the fans and their energy in this game. It's so easy to get up for, and it's always a blast too. These are the games you always remember for a lifetime, and I remember these games for as long as I live. So.
We're talking a little bit in the first couple periods just about Nicholas Petman's rebound control and how he's just been able to swallow those second, third opportunities that the Pioneers are trying for. How big of that in terms of for a goaltender to be able to get those second and third chances cleared away?
He's reading the puck really well. He's controlling those rebounds. Anytime you can get your stick on a puck to put it in the corner and whatnot. And, he's catching everything with his glove right now. He's looking really good, and, that's huge. That's huge.
What do you expect for period number 3?
The game's on the line now. We got a legit chance to win here. We're getting outshot by just a little bit, so it's a good game. But as a goaltender, you just got to keep controlling everything. Don't give the team any extra chances and whatnot. So as long as you're doing your part, and you just got to rely on your forwards to finish it for you. So.
What are you up to nowadays?
I'm in the dental field now.
Nice.
So finishing up some dental school and working as a dental assistant, and hopefully finish up some hygiene here. And it's always a blast getting back and watching the Bears. So hopefully can get back in the coaching situation here if Coach Sager gives me the opportunity, which I would love. So
I'd love to see you back here at the program. Bob, thank you very much.
Yes,
for joining
thank you,
us.
Zach. Appreciate it.
Wish you the best. Hope
Go
to see you again
Bears.
soon. Go Bears, indeed. That's Bob Peranto, future possible head coach of the Bears. Why not? Let's just go right from goaltending to head coach. Joining us here, Chad Olson back with me. Gabe Bartlett will join us in a little bit. Chad, this is, again, I don't want to say I doubted White Bear Lake. It's just Hill Murray, again, coming off of a dominant section final last year. They brought a lot of their key pieces back. They added, they don't rebuild in Hill Murray. They in the town of Hill Murray. Yep. They reload.
Yep.
And they certainly are a great team, but White Bear Lake skating well with them.
The Bears are hanging in there. That's all you need to do is hang in there. Feel it out how it's going to go the rest of the third period. This is going to be huge come section time. Give the Bears some confidence.
Want to ask if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Use the comments, whatever you're watching. If you're watching us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, we'd love to hear what you have to say. Where you're watching from even, too. We always like to see where our broadcast is reaching. And Gabe, I know you've got family all over the place, and I know we've got even your camera work, obviously, as a student manager, has been well praised in the comments as well. But it's been a fun couple of periods here. That's really what this is all about, right? I mean, it's old classic cliche. If you throw the records out, you throw all the history out. When these two teams meet, certainly that's what we've seen through the first 2 periods.
Well, I was saying before the game, I was worried about White Bear Lake. Hill Murray has a ton of talent. They've got a few guys that haven't committed anywhere but are getting recruited to play in college, and I thought White Bear Lake was going to have a really tough match ahead of them, and they have, but they've held strong, they've played tough, and they've really been impressive so far today. I've been surprised.
Chris asked if this is on YouTube, and yeah, we are on YouTube. We decided to do YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, and YouTube is obviously a great option just from a watching standpoint. And when we first started, Chad, you remember the amount of people who had to run cables across their living room to connect their TV to via HDMI to their laptop or we even saw a picture of a desktop computer, and they ran a 30-foot HDMI cable across. You don't have to do that anymore with the Chromecast, with the apps on the smart TVs and all that. You just go to the YouTube app on whatever smart TV platform you have, even PlayStation and Xbox. You just search the horn, and now you get it. I mean, we struggled with that on our own too, watching at home. So it's nice to have. So encourage you to certainly join in and watch us again. However, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever is easiest for you. And yeah.
Zach, I was going to chime in. Sometimes when you search the Horn, it doesn't always come up, but if you search the Horn WBL, it comes up right away.
The Horn WBL. We'll take a breather. We'll come back with the third. White Bear Lake and Hill Murray tied at 1 after 2. You are watching the Rivalry on the home of White Bear Nation, the Horn.
I'm Will Anderson, graduated from White Bear Lake High School in 1991. Played hockey for the Bears for 3 years. I was lucky enough to go to the state tournament my sophomore and junior year. My thing at American Family is I believe that customer service is a lost art form. You can buy insurance from a number of different people and a number of different ways out there. If you're buying insurance online and you don't have a representative, I'd love to be that person. One of the things that makes us a little bit different is we always insure people the way we would want to be insured. So I start out with a very robust insurance package. I believe that your home is your number one asset. So you want to make sure that's very well protected. Most people would rather pay a little bit more to have great coverage. And that's what we do. We give people the options for great protection. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, but you can call us, text us at 612-361-7283. That's my cell phone, 612-361-7283, or willandersonagency.com.
$17 more minutes of regulation remain, and I believe what is the 89th meeting of these two schools, White Bear Lake and Hill Murray, on the Horn with Gabe Bartlett, Chad Olson. I'm Zach Halverson, Jake Brabenik roving around helping us out, Zach Chapman producing, Josh Dewar helping us out as well. And the Bears will begin this third period with 24 seconds of power play.
Zach, I'm going to be interested to see what happens. It seemed like the first period, Hill Murray kind of took control and looked like they were the better team despite the White Bear lead. Last period, in the second, White Bear Lake looked like the better team, and then Hill Murray got the game-tying goal. It's going to be interesting to see what happens this third period, if this is just going to be a even 50-50 matchup despite the tilts in the different periods. It's also going to be interesting to see if the goaltending can keep up. Petman has been outstanding tonight in net for White Bear Lake, and Erickson has been just as good in net for Hill Murray. So it's going to be very interesting to see if these goalies can keep it up, as well as the rest of the team, if they can keep up the energy.
We were joking last period. The ice seemed to be tilted. That north side of the Vadnais Sports Garden, now TCO Sports Garden. I guess it was never the Vadnais Sports Garden, the Vadnais Sports Center.
That is true. And White Bear Lake here is going to start off on the power play. 24 seconds left of that.
We'll see if the South End gets some action now.
It has been the South End that the two goals have happened.
That is true. We've seen a lot more action in the North End, but the two goals have happened in the South End, and we're in the West End. And Hill Murray is in the East End. And that pass broken up here. by the Bears. They'll send it down low. Pioneers are full strength. Nice kill for the Pioneers. Neither team taking advantage of the power play. And we mentioned the icing rules earlier, Chad. You can change on icing, and there is no hybrids. So even though Jack Senden was the closest one to the puck there, no hybrid icing.
No hybrid icing.
And hybrid icing, for anyone that doesn't know, it's where it's whatever team gets to the puck first. So if the team who's committing the icing beats the defender to the puck, the whistle does not blow. They keep going.
Cross-ice pass broken up by Belial, but it was knocked off his stick, and a big, nice body there by Nolan Road stops that play from happening, and now Charlie Olson tries to navigate past an official. Here's Kotzmacher moving in. Kotzmacher tried to pass across, but a diving effort by Brady Ingebrigtsen. How about that for a back check? Stops that play, and now it's Road. He'll play it forward back to Kotzmacher, and now it's Olson with a shot, and it's turned away. Rebound bounces around here for Belial. He'll skate it down low. Battle continues almost behind the Hill Murray goal. Now it goes back toward the corner. 2-on-2 battle. Bears come away with the puck, but it's knocked off the stick and then sent down the ice. A miscue there, and that fresh, clean 94-second hold. Third period ice will let that one go for an icing with 15:26 to go in the third period.
Kind of interesting, Zach. Both teams looking like they're a little bit sluggish right now. The last two periods, one team has jumped out with a bit more energy. I don't think in the first minute and a half so far that really either team has looked to have more energy and looking a little bit more hop in their steps so far. I haven't really seen it yet. And Hill Murray's going to have a chance here with a 3-on-1 going into the White Bear zone.
Chance for Godbout. His shot misses, and it goes into the netting. You rarely see, and I mean, we'll see if they keep it in. I don't think it hit anything, did it? No, it didn't. The glass not the tallest here at TCO Sports Garden, but tall enough, and Godbout probably wants that one back.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't look for a pass right there. He had two defenders, or he had two guys with him. I know there was a defender in between all three of them, but there was definitely room to make a little pass.
Anthony Madigan to the blue line, kept in, played to Bonin. Bonin on his backhand. Got it forward, but the Bears steal it away. Over to Welch. Welch works it into the zone, puts the brakes on, gets it down low for Bishop. Bishop moving in, fires a shot off the side of Erickson. It goes behind the goal, out to Belial at the blue line. He'll fire a shot that hits a skate in front. Kicked back out here and skated out by Lucas Mann. Now up the left side, Bonin drop pass shot, gloved by Petman as he denies Leo Gruba the opportunity.
Petman staying strong. He has played outstanding so far this game. He has made 25 saves to this point, and I would say a good 7 or 8 of those were really great scoring chances for Hill Murray. He continues to stand tall and makes great saves.
Off the draw, Charlie Olson grabs it here for the Bears. Sends it across, gets it right back, and then missing it as it's directed to the corner by the Pioneers. Olson sends it back through the slot area. Off the glass to center by Hill Murray. And then the puck finds its way out of play. You got to keep your head up here. A lot of pucks flying into the stands.
No injuries so far that we've noticed, which is good.
You would block the puck away if it was heading towards my head, right?
For sure, I'd throw my own head in front of it.
Thank you. It is, funny. When it happened up in St. Cloud, even where I was looking down at my sheet to get a name or something, and the puck comes flying into the stands. Very vulnerable up here, Chad. It's a very dangerous job.
Yeah, it is. We should get hazard pay.
We really should get any pay. As it's Joe Belial navigating his way through. Likes this part of the ice, sends it toward the slot, and it's redirected on goal by Devin Willett. And the junior really tested Erickson there, and Erickson made the nice adjustment.
And almost snuck behind Erickson. That was close.
Erickson had all of his momentum moving back towards the center, manages to put on the brakes and get his glove out, but although that puck wasn't moving very quick, it almost managed to beat him.
I mean, even the goal he scored aside, Joe Belisle just continuing to impress here in all facets of the game. Here come the Pioneers, a shot again into the netting.
Yeah.
Is it the wind? Is that what?
Are they used to the high glass at Aldrich or what?
It's really not that high at Aldrich.
No.
In fact, I remember when that was frustratingly low glass.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever be as low as Braemar Arena, where there's about 15 unnecessary stops a game because of the low glass there. Pioneers. Dylan Godbout just scored his second goal of the game, and they make it 2-1.
And Dylan Godbout yet again gets out in front, gets a clean chance, no defenders there interfering with him, and he gets a quick little shot off, puts it right past Petman. Both goals that he has scored today, Petman had no chance of stopping.
That was a nice pass by Nate Hardy out of the corner, right to Godbout out front.
Absolutely.
.13.5 to go, period 3. Bears will try to respond. Pioneers will try to get some insurance here. A lot of time left in this one. It's Joe Belisle, lone White Bear Lake goal scorer. Played it forward, now it's knocked back into the corner. Bears will try it up the far side this time. And they can't connect on a pass, but it will be waved off because it went by Hill Murray's stick. Olsen had it, tried to quick center, trickled off his stick. To the blue line, kept in. O'Brien fires a shot, and a glove save there for Erickson, and a cross check in front. And again, the Bears staying composed. How many times, Chad, have we seen one goal turn into 2 goals very quickly? The Bears responding, getting some good chances on the other end.
Yeah, good to see. Hopefully it results in a goal.
Looking for another bounce, looking for some more talent. Here's a shot that's blocked in front. Hard work continues here as Bishop sends it down low. In front of the White Bear Lake student section. Very loud, very boisterous. Battle continues. Coming out with it is Welch. Welch spins, is driven hard into the wall. Welch trying to come out with it again, but he is just harassed all over. Wow, this is an incredible battle along that wall.
You got to think about blowing the whistle here if you're the officials.
Finally comes free. Pioneers have the puck, and they're able to skate it to center. Turned over, O'Brien forward to Welch. Welch slides it across here, tried to find a breaking Kotzmacher, but was knocked off of a stick, and now Godbout the other way. Driven hard away from the puck. O'Brien in the corner, sends it forward. Bounces off the stick of Welch. He'll skate across to get a change. Axel Bagley with it for Hill Murray. Puck sent forward off the wall and into the zone. Here comes Madigan. Madigan spinning to the outside. And up in the air to center it goes. Bagley just taps it forward for Bonin. Bonin across for Gruba. Gruba flipped it up in the air. Nice job catching it by O'Brien. He'll backhand it for Gallatin. Gallatin sends it forward. Now gets it right back. Bears trying to find an outlet here. They're able to get it to center. Gruba will track it down. Sends it just wide of the White Bear Lake goal. Helping along is Petman. He'll give it over for O'Brien. He sends it hard off the wall to center. Gruba skating backwards into his own zone. Plays it forward for Madigan. Madigan hard off the glass. Down the ice it goes. It'll be Joe Belisle skating behind his goal. Gains some speed. Cuts back to the left, but lost it in the process, and the Pioneers have a chance Chance across in front, the shot, and a glove save for Petman. And he gets a tap on the pads from Joe Belisle, who has played phenomenal all game. One little miscue, but Petman able to bail him out.
And he says thank you to Petman for bailing him out.
Yeah, that was another little mistake right there from White Bear Lake. That's what's led to the 2 Hill Murray goals, is a little mistake out in front and then a quick shot from Hill Murray. And Petman, he has been a stonewall goalie tonight. He's stopped 26 shots tonight, and he stopped a lot of really good scoring chances for Hill Murray.
Another opportunity off the face-off there for Hill, but they couldn't hit the net. And then a miscue on the pass, miscommunication really, from Belisle to Welch. Results in an icing. Talked to Sager this year a few times now, and kind of a common refrain is he likes talking about how this team can surprise people. And it's been a pretty good game, hard-fought game for White Bear so far. As the Pioneers get another great chance, Petman making the save. White Bear Lake looking for another surprise here. In a very tense third period. Charlie Olson to Kotzmacher. He'll send one off the back wall. Olson goes back behind the Pioneer goal with it. Around the wall. In front of the student section, the puck high and wide. It bounces all the way back to neutral ice. Bears forced to regroup. Back is Kotzmacher. He'll slide it forward. Here's Nolan Rode. Rode with the shot, missing the net wide. O'Brien steps up, sends it down to the corner. Rode and Olsen get caught in each other. And then Pioneers cut across, and Bears might have gotten away with one there. Rode spins and fires it down low. Pioneers get it right back out to center. And through the zone, it's turned over. Bishop, he's dangerous, backhands it just wide of the goal. Erickson spins it around the wall. Borgstad shakes a hit, drawing the cheers from the White Bear crowd. Here's Welch, will send it right back deep with 8:54 to go in the third period. And the Pioneers ring it around the wall, and that'll go for an icing. So there's offensive zone draw coming up, 8:48 to go, the third period here. And clock not the enemy quite yet, but slowly but surely ticking away. And it's so hard to get a puck past Nick Erickson, and Bears trying everything they can at this point to find that equalizer.
Yeah, not only Nick Erickson, but this defense is standing tall right now for Hill Murray. They're not letting anything go out in front of the net, and if it does, it's a really easy shot for Nick Erickson to save.
Down the ice come the Pioneers, and their quick shot goes high over the goal. I don't know if we have Corsi being tracked, Chad, but a lot of shots attempted for Hill Murray.
I was going to track it tonight, but my computer broke.
Okay. Couldn't do Fenwick on paper either?
No.
Darn.
Not smart enough.
It's a lot of counting.
Well, if anyone's looking to help us out, you can reach out to us. If you want to count shots attempted for us some night, we'd gladly have you.
We're looking for an analytics guy.
Really is. That's all we need. And a rules analyst. So when they send it to Golden Valley, we can get the ruling. How cool will that be? Maybe someday. High school hockey replay center. Bears looking to break it out. They can't do so. Hill Murray threatening here into the zone. Bonin just misses the corner. Another try. Hits a White Bear Lake stick. Flutters over the White Bear Lake goal dangerously. And off the glass to the blue line. Begley keeps it in off the glove. Bears trying to force it out, but it finds its way off of a Hill Murray hand. Hand pass is called, and that'll bring the face-off all the way down the ice. That hand pass rule is very harsh.
Yeah, it is.
Always thought that's a very harsh penalty. Bears will try to take advantage. Coach Tim Sager shaking up the lines here. They got 6 guys out there. And O'Brien is not off the ice yet. And
I'm not really sure what's happening.
A lot of confusion here. And the Bears are going to get, so O'Brien trying to get Aikens off the ice and won't be able to do so. Officials going to kick Hoover out of the face-off circle. Bears still win the draw, and the Pioneers take it over immediately. With some speed here up the ice, a chance forwarded by the Bears, and then covering the puck up there is Petman with 7:20 to go in the third. Seen a lot more line changes at the last second by White Bear Lake. Coach Sager obviously taking advantage of that final change, able to match up against what Lechner throws out there for Hill Murray.
Yeah, when you're in this situation, if you're White Bear Lake, you got to start matching lines. You got to try to create a good matchup for you, but at the same time not allow a mismatch for Hill Murray's lines.
Kotzmacher intercepts a pass, flips it forward, tried to find Olsen with the Hail Mary, but getting in the way of that one was Hensler as he sends it back deep into the White Bear Lake zone. Keeping the forecheck going, but stealing it away now is Charlie Olsen. Olsen backhands it into a Hill Murray Pioneer. Hensler able to play it right back the other way. Up the ice comes Hurley. Hurley drop pass here. Shot covered up by Petman again. Some more pushing after the whistle. Dies down fairly quick. And we mentioned the clock earlier, Chad.
It's getting down there.
6:48 remaining in the third period.
This is when, if you're White Bear Lake, you need a big momentum shift right here, maybe a big hit or a good scoring opportunity, but you need something to get their momentum going a little bit. They don't have a lot right now.
Off the draw, good look for Godbout, trying for the natural Hattie. Couldn't do it there. Pioneers keep the pressure going, but a weak shot easily covered up by Petman. As Hardy, Godbout, Ingebretson, so hard to stop. And at this point, if you're White Bear, you just want to get those guys tired of and survive that onslaught of opportunities and try to go back down the ice and get your own chances here. Bagley fires a shot wide of the goal. Welch will pick up here, gets it right to Bishop. Bishop trying to fight his way through. Bishop continuing on. And centers went out in front, tried to find Borgstad, but it was shoveled away. Another great defensive play by Hill Murray. Spinning and firing a shot again was Bishop. He misses the net wide. And it's sent high into the air and out of the zone. That was a good skied puck. And then the Bears kind of sloppy neutral zone. Here's Godbout back the other way, fires a shot, missing the net, and then trying for the rebound off the lively wall. Doesn't go as the net comes off the moorings. And Chad, the Bears have not turned it over a lot in the neutral zone or just inside their own zone. But when they do, they give it to Dylan Godbout.
Yeah, that's probably not the best decision to make.
And whether that's Dylan's fault or just a matter of coincidence, it doesn't feel like. I mean, Dylan's a great player and everything.
Yeah.
He's not forcing these turnovers necessarily. He's just been in the right place at the right time, which I suppose is what good players are able to do. Up the ice, it's Gallatin. Bears trying to get something going here. The Pioneers trying to do exactly what they're doing right now. Lucas Mann will get it deep into the corner. Kill that clock off. 5.5 remaining here in the third. Up the ice it goes. Charlie Olsen across for Kotzmacher. Tyler Kotzmacher slides it behind the Hill Murray goal. O'Brien on a line change here. It was not there. He'll just handle it as the Bears have to touch up. Joe Belisle returns it to O'Brien, who sends it across the ice for Kotzmacher. Tape to tape here. Kotzmacher trying to shake a defender, is just unable to keep control of the puck. O'Brien will try to keep it in on the far side, can't do so. And back to grab it here is Akins. He'll slide it forward. Into the zone come the Bears. Olsen fires a shot off of Erickson. Behind the goal it goes, and the Pioneers tracking it down. They'll flip it up in the air. O'Brien keeping it in. Nice job there, poking the puck up in the air. Pioneers skated out, moving their way through from right to left. That's Simon Seidel. He'll dump it down deep into the White Bear Lake end. Bears flip it back out to center. They can't touch it. And it's played off a high stick, I believe, with 4.5 to go in period number 3. Shots on goal favor Hill Murray, 31-24.
If you're White Bear Lake, you need to get something cooking right now. They have looked kind of sluggish when they're entering the zone, just kind of firing shots from wherever. They need to get some chances right out in front of the net, play the fundamentals good, and just throw the puck out in front and battle for it.
Tyler Bishop. Ooh. And then tripping over the red line is Joe Belisle.
You got to watch out for that red line.
They painted it a little bit thick, this year, guys. They use a little less paint. Bagley with 4 to go. Gallatin again. Pioneers just slowing this game down, getting control, taking their time and killing that clock off here. Precious seconds ticking away here for White Bear Lake. Just trying to find that equalizer. It's O'Brien forcing it forward. Deep into the zone it goes. Rhodes centers one. It takes a weird hop, and Erickson making the save.
Well, Tim Sager, I know I've heard him say it before. He tells his team good things happen when the puck is in front of the net, and right there it showed. Went off a skate of a Hill Murray defender, and I don't know what happened, but White Bear Lake's goaltender Petman looked like he was going to the bench, and he dropped his stick. He's back now. I don't know exactly what happened, if they were pulling him or not.
Off the draw chance. Olsen shot and a save for Erickson. What a great face-off play. We haven't really seen much of this this year so far for White Bear Lake, but that's one of Tim Sager's specialties, and Nick Petman has made his way to the bench. And he's changing his stick.
Oh.
So his stick might have been broken. What a convenient time for that.
I thought Sager was just being really aggressive.
I know, me too. I was like, here we go, Patrick Waugh in the house. And here's Godbout. Nice, I guess.
Okay.
Stick lift, we'll call it that. Pioneers trying to keep it going. Flip forward here. Nolan Road breakaway. Nolan Road in. Shot. Save Erickson. And down the ice it goes for an icing, but Rhodes so close. But he can't finish.
Yeah, he has his head down right now. He knows that was the chance. If he could have put a little move on, Erickson was way out of the net, and he just tried to shoot it, but man, what an opportunity. But that could give White Bear Lake some energy.
3 minutes, 4 seconds to go. See if they can drop another face-off win here, and Bonnet's going to get kicked out.
Tim Sager telling Nolan Road, hey, calm down, it's all right. We still got 3 minutes. You're going to get another shot here.
Bears working hard along that perimeter. Pioneers will flip it down the ice. He won't go for an icing. Big hit put on. Madigan driving the puck behind. Bears will group up here. Slid to the blue line. Madigan get in the way of that one, and he'll dump it back down. 2 minutes, 34 seconds to go. Joe Belisle scored a goal back in the first period. He'll send it deep. Turnover forced by Bishop. Here's Borgstad trying to center one, but it's knocked away by the Pioneers. O'Brien trying to keep it in. It skips his stick. Madigan trying to flip it forward, is able to get it to Bonin. Here's Bonin moving in. He'll fire a shot, and a save by Petman as Bonin goes crashing to the ice. It's picked up by Bishop. Bishop works it from the right side to the left as he works it into the zone. Bishop centering pass on the back end. Borgstad couldn't pull the trigger. Bishop gets it back with 2 minutes to go. Nice job just barely keeping it in was Akins, but Bears have to regroup anyway as they were already on their way out of the zone.
Zach, I would expect the next time White Bear Lake gets the puck in the Hill Murray zone that Petman's going to get pulled. That would be my guess here.
Aiden Akins behind his goal. Flipped up in the air to center. Kicked back in. Bears will grab it here. O'Brien Slid forward to Olsen. Olsen using his skates, moving it in here on the right side, stolen away by the Pioneers. Played forward by Seidel, Sawyer Seidel. As now the battle is in front of the penalty box with 1:15 to go. Kotzmacher moving in to the corner. Behind the goal, Pioneers steal it back. Off the wall, kept in. Sent high in the air, bounces down behind the goal. 1:03 to go in this third period. Bears have it. Belial shot blocked, sent in front, backhand, loose in the slot. Road will track it down. Petman still on the ice. And back to neutral ice it goes. The Bears will regroup, and Petman will leave the ice, and the Bears will have the extra man with 43 seconds to go in the third.
Yeah, they pulled him way too late there.
35 seconds remaining. Back in, off the stick of Olsen. Behind the goal it goes. Hard around the wall, Belial keeping it in front of him. Takes it to the corner. Knocked off his stick. Sent into the netting behind. That'll stop play with 21.7 to go in the third. Timeout incoming for White Bear Lake as Tim Sager will lead his team to the bench. And we'll see what the Bears can draw up here with just a third of a minute to go in regulation.
Well, I'm not sure if he'll go to it yet, but what Tim Sager likes to do is he has a lot of guys that have a forehand shot lined up along the side right out in front of the goalie with one defenseman back, and then the centerman. They try to win the draw back and pass it, and then any one of those forehand guys can take a one-timer. And I know my senior year, White Bear Lake won 3 or 4 games by doing that. I'm not sure if he'll go to that yet, but he might.
Bears recently have had some late period success. Wyatt Newpower in the building here tonight. I'd like to see some more late period magic. See if they can put something together.
And Zach, we might see as well, as I'm thinking about it, the minute they get ready for the face-off, Lechner might elect to use his timeout as well so that they can counter whatever he sees from White Bear.
And you wonder if Sager is ready for that. I suppose he can't really plan for that. You just got to line up with, do what you can here. 6 guys on the ice for White Bear Lake. Brady Borgstad, Aiden Welch, Tyler Bishop, Nolan Road,
Zach,
TJ Belial.
Zach, we're going to see what I said here. There's going to be 4 guys all lined up right over there. And Belial, the goal is win the puck back to Belial. They're going to pass it, and Borgstad's going to take a one-timer.
Bishop taking the draw, and it's pushed out by Hill Murray. Off the draw, it goes on its edge, and it goes for an icing. So,
no icing.
Or it won't go for an icing. Why not? Why was that not a, okay. All right, 10 seconds to go. Bears try to clear, they can't do so. It's sent down the ice. One last rush. Borgstad moving in, fires a shot, hits the body, and it goes to the corner, and that'll do it. Hill Murray has won this one. Final score, Pioneers 2, Bears 1.
Well, Zach, you can see how important this rivalry is right now. All the Hill Murray players go crowd their student section like they do when they win the section championship, and White Bear Lake, they look like they just lost in the sections. This really does almost have a playoff game atmosphere to it.
Bears game so close many times, and a breakaway toward the end of the third period with Nolan Road, but just couldn't get it done. But I will say this. Now, there is a wild card with Gentry, but this is a very encouraging game from White Bear Lake. They did a lot of great things. Hill Murray has obviously a very good team. And, you know, the 2 goals scored by the Pioneers, both by a guy by the name Dylan Godbout. So you can't, and they were both really good chances, really good goals. Nicholas Petman, a lot of good things from him tonight. He stopped 30 of 32 Pioneer opportunities, and the Bears just a bounce or 2 away from maybe having the result swing the other way. But obviously disappointing loss here for White Bear Lake, as any loss is to Hill Murray. But Chad, I think there's a lot of good to come from this game here, as That was it was a thrilling 51 minutes of hockey.
Yeah, that was a great game. Definitely a better game than I expected, and it has to give the Bears confidence going into the section tournament, even though they came out with a loss. And this year, like you said, with Gentry, who knows what's going to happen. The Bears might see the Pioneers in the semis instead of the finals like usual, but it's still going to make for a very exciting game if it happens.
Officials talking. This is kind of rare. I don't know. I've seen this before. The Bears just stopped from coming on off. Well, obviously because of Hill Murray. They were talking, multiple players talking with the official, and now Coach Tim Sagers is talking with the officials as well.
Yeah, I've never seen him really do this before.
And I have to imagine it might have to deal with that lack of an icing call. I mean,
yeah, I am not sure what happened there.
They won it cleanly, and they just sent it down the ice, and I guess I'm not aware of a rule where icing is negated because it was on a face-off. Am I missing something here? I don't think
so.
You know, I got to be honest, I don't think it was as much about the icing. I think there was a few times throughout the game where there were missed penalties that Sager felt like would have changed kind of the momentum of the game, and that they could have got a big swing. And I was a manager for a lot of games with Tim Sager for 4 years, and I've never seen him that fiery at the officials after the game. You know, he has a tendency to yell at officials during the game, but not so much afterwards.
Yeah, that was, again, a very rare instance, but certainly notable nonetheless. It's been a heck of a season so far for White Bear Lake, and you know, Chad, again, we talked earlier about some of the good things you can take away from this. Their schedule doesn't get much easier moving forward, but as you look ahead at sections, as you just naturally do. It's early in the season, but we always do in December when they play the Hill Murray Pioneers. It's only natural.
And the regular season is really only 25 scrimmages for the playoff.
That's definitely a common refrain from Coach Sager. It definitely is exciting to I think a lot of Bears fans are a lot more excited after that one.
I think for sure.
Certainly the biggest test of the year so far for the Bears, and along with, I guess, Hill Murray, as they fall to 4-4 on the year. They will have a long break, a couple weeks off before they go on the road to Forest Lake, and it sets up a very long stretch of road games. They got one home game in January a total.
It's one of those years, huh?
Yep, and so Park of Cottage Grove will come here on January 15th on Saturday. And obviously there'll be some more games made up because of the postponements in February, but by the way, I'm hearing one of the home games that the Bears may have to make up will have to be played at Oscar Johnson Arena.
For real.
So I don't know if we'll be able to make it to that one. I don't think they have internet there. I don't think they even have stands there. I love Oscar Johnson Arena, but my goodness. Anyway, so the Bears, Forest Lake again is their next game coming up on January 5th. They'll have Eastview after that.
Eastview, that's a new opponent. Don't play them very often.
Down at Apple Valley. And then they will continue on their southeastern metro venture to Eastridge. And then come home for Park and Cottage Grove before back into the Suburban East Conference battle, Cretin-Durham Hall, Tuesday, January 18th at Highland Ice Arena. That should be another good one there, as well as those battles with Cretin. Always good.
Cretin, one of the best teams in the state this year.
Absolutely. And Coach Funk, I believe, still there.
Matt Funk.
Matt Funk doing a great job out there with the new locker room and now the squad. So the battle tonight between the Pioneers and the Bears, very entertaining. Final thoughts from Gabe Bartlett.
Yeah, White Bear Lake, I think they played really well. They played more discipline than they have the rest of the season. Only 3 penalties tonight. I feel like they've had almost double-digit penalties the rest of the games. But
3 penalties is good for the Bears.
That has been good for the Bears this year. And no, they didn't give up any goals on the penalty kill. But Dylan Godbout, was a name we talked about a lot. He really took control, and although he had 2 goals, he probably could have had many more if Petman didn't play so well tonight for White Bear Lake. So White Bear Lake, a lot of good takeaways, especially their goaltender. They should feel very confident with Petman until Conan comes back.
Dangerous Dylan, we call him.
Dangerous
And,
Dylan, trademark it.
It'll be pretty dangerous in February should these two teams meet again, but my goodness, I'd love to see it happen. Chad Olson, your final thoughts?
Yeah, it was a fun one. Glad to be back on the Horn. The only full game I've been at this year.
Yeah.
So that was fun and good game from the Bears. A little bit of sloppiness, but I think they played a very good game, and it gives them confidence, like we said in the sections, and just another fun game in the rivalry's history. It can always go either way, no matter the talent difference on both teams.
Our thanks to Pods Complete Car Care and Accessories. Thanks to Will Anderson Insurance, American Family Insurance for their support. And we encourage you, if you want to help us out, support the Horn. All information available at thehornwbl.com. Josh Dorr, the great camera work from him tonight. Jake Brabenick helping out as well. Good to have him on here. Zach Chapman doing a phenomenal job all year and a phenomenal job here tonight as well, producing, directing, getting this game on the air. He has been a major help and a just wonderful addition to this crew here as we continue our 10th season of coverage. Thanks to all of you across White Bear Nation for joining us on this Thursday evening. The rivalry 80 whatever it is in the books, and the Hill Murray Pioneers have won it, but as we always say here in December when these two teams meet, good chance we haven't seen the last of a Pioneers and Bears battle this season. So we thank you for joining us here. We wish you a very Merry Christmas. We will be back very, very soon. For more details, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that at the Horn WBL. Have a wonderful Christmas weekend. We'll see you again soon. For the rest of the crew here, I'm Zach Halverson saying so long from the greatest hockey arena in the world, the TCO Sports Garden. Final score once again, Bears 1, Pioneers 2, the final of the rivalry.